All right, here we go. Let me get that out of frame. Mason.
Dan.
The train, literally. From Rixie, this is All Staff. Well, welcome back to All Staff. We have a train going by, which is
Perfect
just
timing.
par for the course. Thanks for joining us again. We were off last week just because, our schedule was a little bit off just because, we recorded late one week because I was sick, and so we took the week. We thought we deserved it. So
Time to chill. It's not like we're getting paid for this or anything. So
yeah, exactly. Passion. It's all for the passion.
Yeah. How you been, man?
I've been all right.
Good.
Just working, doing the usual. What about you?
Pretty much the same. I'm actually gonna get off the road this next week and be in the office, so that's gonna be a little different. But
oh, really?
Yeah. But it's cool. I need a little change up every now and then. But I've just been working a lot, to be honest, and just kind of keeping an eye on the background on the data and the analytics from everything that we've been posting lately.
Yeah, dude. I have an update about that, and I'll save that for a second. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing more clips, and is there more views? Maybe.
I think the views went up from maybe 5 to 10, which is doubling viewership. And
yeah,
I mean, it's been steady every day, at least an average of 20 plus views. So, I mean, that's 20 people consistently. So whether they're subscribers or not, we appreciate you if you are subscribed. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and just click that right down there. It's somewhere down there. I can't see it.
So yeah, I mean, we did the same thing. We're doing the same thing this week, as you've seen if you follow the channel. This week we had 11 clips of Debuff, and as you saw, we had Lena on the show, which is Sean's daughter, which was really fun. That was completely last minute.
That's cool though. It looked like a cool little change up.
Yeah, I mean, he has her a lot during the summer. And she, she'll be here whenever we hang out. She's there, especially during the summer. And I think she meant to just come in and be like, "Hey, I'm Lena. Welcome to Debuff," and then run out.
Yeah.
And then I think she realized that it was kind of fun, and so she was like, "Okay, I'll stick around." And so we got her her own microphone, and yeah, it's fun. It was a fun episode.
Yeah, that's cool though.
It was a nice little switch up.
Yeah, Lena's been on Debuff before me.
Oh, I know, but I told them, I said, Dan is coming up on the 16th.
Yeah,
hopefully that's still true.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try. I think we should try and knock out both in the same night. I know it's gonna be hard, but
it'll be fun though. I think it'll be cool. And
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
So I said I had a little bit of an update.
On the lytics.
To be completely honest with you, I've been annoyed that the channel isn't going as fast as isn't growing as fast as I want it to.
It's like there's a wall that needs to be busted through.
I mean, I said this to Sean a few days ago, and if I've already said it to you, I'm sorry, but I don't think I've ever said it on the show. I did some research about people who I basically what I did is I typed into Google. I said, how long did it take to get to 100 subscribers? Because everybody that I've ever watched on YouTube, most people on YouTube that I watch say that the first 100 subscribers was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Do you know who Casey Neistat is?
I've heard of him.
You've heard of him because he's huge. He's got a huge fucking channel. He got super popular in the like mid 20 teens for doing a daily vlog. He did a daily vlog for like 2 years or something like that, and exploded because his vlogs were super creative, and he's just got a really, you know, interesting mindset on like how to make videos. And he even said when he broke, I think it was like 2 or 3 million subs. Actually, it would have been probably more. I think it was 5 actually, where he was like, it's a lot easier to get from 2 million to 3 million than it is to get from 0 to 100. Like, or it's a lot harder to get from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
He was like that. And he says each milestone was easier after the 100. He was like, I went from 10,000 subscribers to 50,000 in a couple weeks, but it took me like however long to get from 0 to 100. Like, that's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I think what happens is when people look at our videos and they see 55 subscribers, that's our current subscriber count as of what, the 26th, 27th?
Yeah, which is up from last time we spoke.
Yeah, we got a sub this week.
We get a couple. We get a couple here and there, which I mean,
we get a couple here and there.
It's awesome.
I think people see that subscriber count and they think one of two things. They think, I've found a hidden gem that I like and I will subscribe, or this isn't that good, that's why they don't have many subscribers.
Yeah.
Now, if we had a couple thousand or even a couple hundred, that changes people's minds. But like if you went to an Instagram account and they had 50 followers, you'd be like, I don't know if I want to follow this. I don't know if this is the real deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then no, that totally makes sense.
I think that might be a part of it, because honestly, I feel like we're making great shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching some of the videos that just came out, you know, a day ago, just a few minutes ago before we got on, and I mean, it's short, it's easily digestible. I mean, it seems like they are getting more views recently, so that's a good thing. And I mean, it's 100% increase from 5 to 10, I think, and that's an incredible increase already. So if we can just somehow keep doing that, but it's hard to really quantify how we're gonna get, because it's almost random. Like there's a slight consistency to it, but it's to the point where it's kind of like, well, we got to wait and watch. Got to wait and watch, see what happens.
We just have to wait. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
But
and how long did it take you to edit those 11 videos?
So, the Debuff episode itself was maybe like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard, like 2 hours-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like a 30-minute render export. But all 11 clips, I think it was probably like to export and to make the thumbnails maybe 3 hours.
For all 11?
Yeah.
I mean, break it down, that's like 15, 20 minutes an episode, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It doesn't really take that long. And especially when I...
Sorry, 15, 20 minutes of video, not an episode.
Especially when I use the formula of taking a nice screenshot and adding, you know, and then doing that slice.
Yeah.
That makes the thumbnail process a lot easier. Now, I don't do that for every clip. I do that for most. If there's not like, if I can tell a visual story in the thumbnail, I will. There's a clip that came out this week. As of right now, it hasn't come out, but when you're watching this, it has. There's a clip about myself, everybody on Debuff, including Lena. We talked about like, is Pokemon difficult or not? And I was like, this is an opportunity to tell a story in the thumbnail. And so I got like a picture of the sprite from the Pokemon Red, like the GBA games. And then I got like the character from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and like the maps, and like 1996 to 2019, like when these things came out. So it's like, it's that visual representation of time.
Yeah.
And I think that type of effort works a lot, especially if we have a clip that's over 5 minutes. Like, I'm going to put in the work. Now, if it's a minute and a half, I'm not going to go crazy on the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, some of those you can even save for like TikTok videos too. So I mean,
exactly, dude. I think there's going to be some banger talks that we're gonna do this
dude.
week with Lena. Like, just
do you guys still do the? Do you still do the TikTok corner on Debuff?
We haven't done it in a while.
I need to bring it back. That was a good little segment where you guys kind of did like find some good ones and all talk about them for a minute.
I agree. I think it's a great segment. I'm probably going to text them tonight because the funny thing is that
I thought it was a good segment.
I have a group message with them and we're constantly sending each other TikToks. And so I think it would be worthy. The only thing is, Dan,
you guys are already doing the work.
I know, right? We're already creating a list. Is that they can't have copyrighted music in them.
True that.
So that makes it a little more difficult. So
yeah.
So we need to. I'm gonna talk to them tonight and be like, let's do a TikTok corner tomorrow. I want to do a video about. It's a week ago now when you're seeing this, but have you seen that video of that guy where he's like, everything's not a coincidence, and then the girl runs by? Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Like so funny, and I was gonna start tomorrow's episode with it. But just stuff like I think that would be great because it's a TikTok. But regardless of all that, I'm getting antsy about the fact that we're not moving. We're not moving the fucking needle enough. And so I'm going to share my screen. So what I did was we took out Google Ads. I did this today.
Okay, so this is
as
fresh. Of the 27th.
This is as of the 27th. So here's what I did. I watched a few videos about Google Adwords because I thought a really easy way to start doing ads is if you don't know, Google AdWords are essentially when you type in like red wine on Google and you search it and the first like couple results are ads. They're like drink wine from this company, drink wine from that, buy wine from us.
Yeah.
It's essentially that idea. So I was like, look, I want to spend a little bit of money each day on Google AdWords. And so I set the budget to be $5 a day, which I did some research. Some people do 10, some people do 5. It all depends on how the words that you're using. If you're targeting like really popular words on Google, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm using words that are like 30 cents per click, 70 cents per click.
So we're pay per click.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You only pay if somebody clicks on your ad.
Yeah.
And so this just went live like maybe an hour ago, so there's no clicks yet. But so these were the keywords I went for. So let's go to edit here. So I did gamer podcast, I did gaming podcast, video podcast, top podcasts, dance podcast, that's for Frameform.
Yeah.
Best new podcasts, all staff meeting, because all staff meeting is like this generalized term. And if there's a podcast about it, cool.
You put Chugi.
I put Chugi because it was cheap. It was cheap.
I can't believe it's cheap. I feel like there was a specific week where everybody was Googling what it meant.
Yeah, and you know what? It might not produce any clicks, but that's okay. Hey. Dance film podcast, which is Frameform, and then Rixie.
Yeah.
These are the ones I just did for this first trial run. And I can edit these at any time, so I can change them.
Yeah.
So Dan, if you have any input on these, do you have any right now? I mean, I can. Do you have any? Would you change these at all or add?
I mean, I don't specifically have anything that we would change or add. Maybe something that has the word YouTube in it. I think that would be helpful, and then it directs to our YouTube.
Okay.
Does it direct straight to our YouTube?
So yes. So our Google ad is going straight to our main
what do you think,
YouTube channel.
Like a search term is YouTube podcasts.
YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
I could do that. I'm pulling my computer.
I love how one of your suggested ones, World of Warcraft podcast, like
YouTube podcast. Add that. It says limit it to 7 to 10, but I'm like, dude, fuck you. I'm gonna do as many as I need.
Yeah.
The thing is I don't want to do any that are like crazy, because like then they're gonna start. It's gonna cost a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you include the word YouTube in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's
Think like what I
what
go
could I
to
mean,
my
what could we
browser.
add?
I mean, honestly, we're gonna have to think on it for a little bit and kind of see what kind of click through we get with these words that you have currently. You know, we don't have any data on, you know, how many clicks does this normally get? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So once that data starts to come in, and I'm sure there's analytics that come with these Google ads, right?
Absolutely. Yes. So
Okay,
let me
so then
save
we'll be able
this.
to find
So I added
exactly.
YouTube podcast right here. Let's
Yeah.
go back. So we haven't spent any money yet, or
Mm-hmm.
we have not gotten any clicks. Like this is just got approved.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the funny part. So this is I made the ad super cheeky. I wanted it to be like nonsensical, so that people would be like, "What the fuck am I reading?" I said, for listeners, I'm sorry you can't see this. I said, this is what shows up on Google when you type in these things, assuming you get the ad. The ad says, "Don't click this ad. Video podcasts you will hate. Low quality video podcasts." I said and then in the subheader, podcast network, Virginia. I said, and then so what it did, Dan, this is why I chose these things. It gave me scripted lines to put in. It was like, use these, this will work. And it originally it said, you deserve to watch high quality video podcasts. And I was like, so I changed it to say, you deserve to watch terrible quality video podcasts. And then it said, make sure to subscribe. And I said, make sure not to subscribe.
I wonder if that's bad advertisement or not.
Dude, I think that like, I think there's a beauty to it where it's like,
I wish that if we could put Rixie in it though, in a way, you know, like,
oh yeah, I guess I could.
Because that'll be
so I can edit
people
it.
like
I can edit it. So
Rixie Podcast Network, maybe for description 1.
I could do this. Rixette. Do that.
Yeah.
Do you think we should keep Virginia? Do you think that means anything to anyone?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think it does. Really, it's just gonna be funny to see if we actually get click through on this ad.
Yeah. So the only reason that I chose to do it this way is that months and months ago, maybe I think it was probably almost a year ago, we took out ads on Overcast. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And they were not cheap, but they weren't like super expensive. I think it was like anywhere from like $100 to like $250. And you could write a little blurb like this. It would show the name of your podcast, and then it would show a blurb, and these would pop up like during like when somebody was listening to a podcast on the Overcast app. It would be like, whoa, you might like this.
Yeah.
And it would say it was an ad. And so for the Daily Rec one, let me see if I can actually log in. Overcast, is it .fm?
Don't dox yourself.
I'm gonna blur all this out. Okay, so let's go to account. Let's go to purchased ads. So these were the ads that we purchased.
Wow, that's a lot of views.
Now this is on Overcast alone.
Yeah.
So the first one I did was kids and family because it was the cheapest ad, and I just wanted to see if it did anything. And I paid $160. It ran for 30 days, I believe. And yeah, so this was what is that? September or August of 2020?
Yeah, it was August 2020.
In the ad for the listeners, I said, it says the Daily Rec. It has a little picture of it. And I said, we paid $160 for this ad to be in front of your face right now. So worth it. And it got 50,000 views. It got 774 quote unquote taps. I'll call that clicks. Like there's actually click through. And we got 61 subscribers from it. Now, if you think about that, Dan, if you don't mind pulling up a calculator, can you do that or should I do that? Are you?
I actually can't because I'm using my phone to
I'll pull up
record.
a calculator for the peeps.
It's a sad life.
So 50,436 views divided by or sorry, 774 clicks divided by 50436. That is a that would be a 1.5% click through. Not great click through, but for 50,000 people, we got 700 of them to click through.
It tells you the click through right under the number too.
Oh my gosh, you're totally right. I didn't even see that. I'm such an idiot. The math is right there.
So that's interesting because you paid less for this ad.
Exactly.
And with the silly wording underneath than the one above it, which obviously got more views because you paid more into it, but the click through was
well. So here's the interesting part about it, Dan. If I paid $160, I divide that by the number of subs, which is 61. We paid $2.62 per subscriber.
Yeah,
which is really good. I've heard that like $4 or $5 is pretty good. So we paid a little over like $2.50 for each sub.
But that's only on Overcast.
Yeah, that's only on Overcast. You're correct.
So the cost for obtaining one on YouTube may be higher than
it might be higher. $260 for the second ad, which got 120,000 views, 1,400 taps, and 87 subs. 260 divided by 87 is $2.98 per sub. So we actually paid more for more subs, I believe. Yeah,
with the more serious text.
Yeah, and the serious text said a daily show about great recommendations, music /YouTube /podcast /films film /apps. So did the cheeky ad work? I would say 1% better than a regular ad, and I guess that's pretty good, you know? Almost 2% better.
Yeah, almost 2% better for the subs too.
So with that data, I was like, okay, you know, let's write a cheeky ad. Here's the reason why. All these people are probably doing AdWords for their websites, for their products, for their services.
Yeah.
And how many of them are just the same old shit? Like, look at our great YouTube channel. Come watch great videos. Like, dude, people, especially our target market, which is like 16 to like 35, like they've seen those ads. They are not fooled by those fucking ads anymore. And I know I'm not. Like, when I see ads like that, I'm like, get this shit out of here, dude. Like, I don't want to watch this. Now, if there's something that's like actually talks at their level, and this is not just, we're not trying to be like, you know, r/fellow kids. We're trying to mock the medium. That's really what we're trying to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is we're saying like, we're completely letting go of the traditional means of advertising, which are like, look how good we are, and look at these great things, and like, come buy our shit. It's like,
it's more satirical.
It's satirical, and it's like, I know this is an ad. I hate that we have to do ads, but this is it. We're gonna try and get a laugh out of you, if at all possible. You don't even need to click, but as long as you enjoyed it. And we're mocking the Google ad service as well at the same time, which they approved. They didn't have a problem with.
That's funny.
I just think when people see, don't click this ad, they'll immediately they say, why?
Yeah.
They see things that I'll hate. Why would I hate that? Low quality video. I don't like it. Why? This is such a weird ad.
I'm sure other people have done this as well.
I have to assume
different capacity. But I mean, if we can see if it works and see the analytics from it, and maybe put it side by side with a normal ad sometime eventually.
Yeah.
And, see the comparison. But really, if this one performs and it actually provides subscribers and people coming through to visit our channel and see our videos, then the second ad may be tainted by, that data.
Yeah. So, well, what I thought we would do, since we have like maybe another like 5 to 10 minutes, is so you can add another version for free. It just shows two
Okay.
different styles. Do you want to do that with me? Like, let's write
Sure.
a serious one,
Okay.
like dead serious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm going to move this up here. You can see it in the screen. This is my laptop. This is what we do Zoom on. So I'm going to let's kind of button this up a little bit. Okay.
I think headline one.
So this is the first thing they're going to read.
Rixie, I think our name should be top priority on there so that people know who we are. Maybe headline 2, podcast network.
Podcast.
We'll kind of start there.
Now, do we want to specify video or just podcast? I guess we could we could put video somewhere else.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. This is where, I wonder, where do we go?
YouTube?
We could say like gaming / how about like something about our upload schedule? New uploads, uploads every single day. All caps or no?
Sure. No, we can do all caps.
Or should we just say daily?
I think daily looks better. But you can all caps daily. We'll meet in the middle.
Daily. Okay. Now, so this is the subheader.
Okay. So I would lead it with, gaming, business, film, video podcasting.
How about that?
High quality, yeah.
We'll say just high quality video.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good descriptor 1. Descriptor 2, and we'll take out form.
Film and high quality video. Does that sound weird to you?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like we don't speak English. We're like ESL.
Change it to format then. And high quality video format.
You think so? You
could always add some adjectives and digestible high quality video.
I'm not loving this line right now.
Yeah.
I think we're hanging too much on the original prompt. Let's see. So what?
It's hard to kind of make up an ad on the spot.
How about podcasts in high def?
Okay.
Why not? We got another subscription or description part.
Yeah. For the second one, I think you should do like something to do with subscribing and commenting.
Smash that like button. Mangle that merch.
We don't have merch.
I know. Okay, yeah. We'll take that up.
Slam that subscribe. Just break your keyboard.
Subscribe button. We'll say smash that like, slam that subscribe button. And we'll be a minor cheeky in the subheader, but don't turn on notifications because that sucks. Oh, we're over. Say, don't turn on notifications. Ah, come on. We'll say, smash that sub button and don't turn on notifications, comma, because that sucks.
It's because they suck.
Because they suck.
Let's be realistic. We don't want to be pinged all day by videos and things.
No, I don't do it. I don't understand why people tell you to do it. So we'll save this.
Well, I get it because there's obviously something, to them getting more views from it, in a sense. Because if they follow the turn on the notifications, then people, get the ping for the video, and they just pull it up right there.
So we have 2. And I'm not sure how it decides which ones to use, but the new one, Rixie Podcast Network, new uploads daily in all caps, gaming, business, dance, film, podcasts, and high def. Smash that like, slam that sub button, and don't turn on notifications because they suck.
I do think it should be Video Podcast Network.
You think it should be?
One. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Because, I mean, we do have other podcasts, too, that aren't video. But, you know, we're really trying to draw in people to the YouTube so we can start monetizing.
Okay. And then the other ad for the people that maybe didn't hear it the first time. The original ad that is super like anti-ad says, don't click this ad. Video podcasts you'll hate. Low quality video podcasts. Subheader, Rixie, Video Podcast Network. You deserve to watch terrible quality video podcasts. Make sure not to subscribe. There you go. Okay, so those have been...
So now we can see kind of where each one of those stands and which one performs better.
Yes, so I think it will say once we actually have... So like I said right here, we got a $5 daily average.
Mm-hmm.
I did for 30 days, so that's about $150. I also added a $150 free Google credit that they gave me.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
It might actually be like $300. It basically said they'll match whatever we buy. So it might be like $10 a day average or something like that.
Okay.
Ad show.
Well, maybe for the first
I actually
little
don't
while.
want it to show any time. I want to change this to because custom hours.
Time slot down at the bottom.
I actually just want them to run. I did some research. Like people are usually on their computers around 8 a.m. and I just want them to run until 8 p.m.
Like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So 12-hour run.
Hours.
I think you're gonna have to have time slot for each one of those.
Yeah, which is so annoying. Why is that not a thing?
Just click time slot and then you can click them all.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to do this for fucking all of them.
Yeah.
It's so dope, dude. They make this so easy.
And all of the time slots have been saved.
So yeah, and the location, I just did the US. Everyone was like, just keep it in the US for now. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it. So really interesting. I'm hoping
if you can send me the login.
Yeah, so it's under the Rixie account. So I think I need to see if
is it under yours or is it under the?
It's under mine.
Okay.
It's under Mason at Rixie. I need to see if I can like add you in maybe like as an admin.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what we were doing today. We're talking about ads. We're taking out ads finally. We're not going crazy with it, but we're doing it. And I think
we did it.
We've
taken ads before.
Depending on how they perform, we will hopefully do them for other things, like sending people to the Frameform Apple Podcast page, sending it to the Daily Rec or wherever. So yeah, I mean, stick with us. Come back next week. See how they're doing. Each week we'll do a little bit of an update.
Hopefully better.
Since we're going full YouTube, if you're watching this and you enjoy it, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. That really helps us out. We're such a small channel, and every little thing like that, it adds to the algorithm, and it actually changes our whole fucking entire week. If you leave a comment, if you end up subbing, like that will change our whole day. Like you are like very literally, you're going to have a seriously positive outcome from doing that. And we appreciate that. So, Dan, get us out of here.
You already know what time it is, everyone. You can always hit us up at our emails. That's Dan or Mason at Rixie.co. Hit us up anytime. Any questions you have about the shows, any sort of like, you just want to say, hey, we're here to talk to you. We want to hear what you think about our shows. Tell us. because, you know, we really need that feedback. It helps us grow as a company, as an entity, and create better content for you. So please, again, that's Dan or Mason at Rixie.co. Hit us up anytime.
Anytime, any day, any YouTube video. Thanks you guys so much for coming and stopping by and listening to us. Hopefully you learned a few things about Google Ads. They're really simple, and they can be super cheap depending on what your budget is. So thank you for sticking with us, and we will talk to you next week. See ya.
Don't subscribe.
Don't subscribe. All Staff is a production of Rixie. If you want to keep up with all things Rixie, follow us on Instagram at rixie.co. That's RIXEY.co. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and rate the show. It really helps out.